stay here to share my presentation relating to PhD level. A little bit I have some little bit worry. If any with my boy to listen to here, please smile and put one side. My topic is the concept of mental cultivation in general thoughts. I am the student supervisor, doctor, and now I would like to thank the hours. The first one is the introduction research program. Chapter request writing creating reason to address new chapter and bibliographies. In the Vietnamese Buddhism, there were some periods, and the most period important is we usually call it the golden age of the Vietnamese Buddhism, in the Trần dynasty. In the Buddhism come to Vietnam by merchant from the India by the oceans about the 2nd century BCA. So the founder of the Vietnamese Buddhism considered the 544th essay to the 1054th essays. And in this state, there are several theory aspects and practical aspects which have a deep influence on the Mahayana tradition. And in the second stage, as I mentioned, because the golden age of the Vietnam Buddhism from the 1055 essay to the 1427 essays. So my thesis is referred to the Trần Tông king. Who is the Trần Tông? Trần Tông king who lived at the 1258 and passed away at the 1308. He is the famous king. He had his grandfather also the king. After the sent the kingdom to his son, he made his mind to the Buddhist monk. And the Trần Tông king, he was a founder of new Nia school in Vietnam. That's because when he was a child, he was educated by his master and his grandfather and had deep influence with the Mahayana tradition and Vijnana thoughts. When he used our nation to make peace for a long time under the control of the North enemy, he made his mind and become the bhikkhu. After he became a bhikkhu, he also founded a new Vijnana school, and we call it Trúc Vijnana school. Okay. Yes, but now I prepare my PowerPoint here. I print out my PowerPoint here.
Okay, just you. Someone will help, please.
So today I would like to move to another part in my presentation. The next part of my presentation is the research problem. My research problem is to in this study is what are the components that constitute of the Trần Tông thought and the mental cultivation. So to find the solution to answer to the main research problem, I would like to answer to following research questions. The first question is, what did Trần Tông influence to build a new Vijnana school in Vietnam? And the second one, what is the Trần Tong's contribute to the Buddhist teaching on the meditation? So now I would like to move the chapter the chapter 2, I mentioned about transcendental career and life. In this chapter, I divide into three main parts. The first part is the background and history and society. The second one is a investor about the Buddhist in Chan dynasty. And the third one, transcendental life and careers. In this chapter, I will present it. Transcendental youth, study, life, and help a nation to keep peace and be good life, and his teaching life for his disciple. In this chapter, I also mentioned when he was a king, he had so a lot of experience to manage the country.
Sorry to disturb because of this situation. Because this research problem and these were passed, you passed over it. So you mentioned clearly, in brief you mentioned the chapters and then tell why your research should be promoted. What are the reasons?
Thank you very much, sir. In the three chapters, I mentioned the mindful leader, and also mentioned the his orientation in this chapter for his life and the current period. And the fourth chapter, I also were presented about the mental cultivation by the observance, the precept. In the fourth chapter, the first one is the lay pupil at the civil life. The second one is the undertaking the Bhikkhu precept. The Bhikkhu precept in Vietnam, he followed another precept that is the Dhamma for the moksha. And one more thing, the important thing, which had a deep influence with the transcendental, that is the Bodhisattva precept. Bodhisattva precept is a set of the moral code used in the Mahayana tradition. It includes 10 major precepts and 45 the secondary precepts. I also mentioned in the fourth chapter. So now we have to move to upgrading to PhD. Why? Because I found that in my statement in the MPhil levels with formal followers is needed. It's need more based on the pedagogy analysis on the mental cultivation technique. So this is the main part of this today my presentation. That is the reason to upgrade. I would like to mention 5 reasons to upgrade. The first reason, that is the influence of the sutra on the concentration of the sitting meditation on his meditation technique. The second one is the method to reveal Buddha nature. Buddha nature has the influence with his technique, and the refer to the Suramangitama Sutra and Vinyapti Matra Siddhi. And the third reason is the influence of the Avamtasaka Sutra on his meditative thought. The fourth one, he taught with the Abhidhammakosa Sutra. And the last one is the most important reason I would like to address. That is the influence of the transcendental thought on Thich Nhat Hanh, the method. So why I want to focus on the last one? Because normally we know about the Venerable Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh, the more the Zen Master and have strong impact on the world today. Everybody knows that he have a new approach and bring the Buddha close with the community, close with the modern life. But in Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh, he has a lot of work, a lot of book which refer to transcendental thoughts. Why? Why I say that? Because the most method which popular with his school, that means Plum Village. That is the name, because the name order of interbeing method. Order of interbeing method. Please show in the PowerPoint. There are tiếp hiện in the Vietnamese language. So here, may I explain more why he called the tip here. The first word is tip. There, according to him, in his book, he mentioned there are three meanings of the tip. The first meaning is the very important meaning, that is being in touch with, that is a tip. And the second meaning is the continuing. And the third one, the third one is contact with our body, our mind, contact with everybody, contact with society. That is three meaning of tip. The second word here, he mentioned also three meaning. What is the here? That is the air, the phenomena as the moment at the setting. The second one, that the articulation. That means the new approach to the new society. And I found that.
Okay, well, I think that's clear enough for us to know the reasons for upgrading.
Yeah.
So among these five, there are five reasons for upgrading, no?
Yes. First, the last one is most important.
Yeah. So the most important one, as you say, is this.
The fifth one. Here, 100%. The fifth one.
So is there any special reason on, as you just began?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on that?
And in the last one, I would like to deal in the concept of the that means the happy during in the present instant. Drishta Dhamma Sukha Vihara. Drishta Dhamma Sukha Vihara, this is the most important concept according to the Emperor Chandratong and the Zen master teachers have linked it together. He inherits things from him to develop it, to easy approach, new approach to society. And the fourth,
he just fused that together.
yes. And the fourth one is establishing the pure land in mind. Concept of pure land, maybe we usually understand about the West realm or Amitabha Buddha, but according to the Emperor and Zen master here right now here, we cannot sit anyway, but inside. And the contact, how to contact with the community, with everybody. And one more thing, this is the concept, similar with the Patanjali Sutra in the Nikaya, and in Taiso Agama, Taiso 2, the number 165 and 166, 167. That is three sutra similar with Nikaya. And we can see he checked from the Emperor Chandratong and developed it with an inheritance. And the last one.
So open to audience last questions.
What is meant by this term? Is a Tan Noun Pong. Can you elaborate a little bit? Can you introduce to what is meant by this term?
He is a king of Vietnam, and when he led our nation to conquer the fly from the North enemy, after our nation to make the building peace, he made it mind to become a bhikkhu. When after he become a bhikkhu, he used what he were educated in what he was trying by his mother, his grandfather, and he used the Mahayana talk and Dhyana talk to develop and founder and develop one new Dhyana school, which means Chuklam Dhyana school.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Okay, I think we have enough reasons for upgrading members entering PhD. So congratulate in passing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much.